Hi everyone. The most dangerous rides in the world aren't the upside-down roller coasters or those rickety, hastily assembled carnival rides. Nope, they're your favorite rides, the ones that feature wild splashdowns and terrifying man-made waterfalls and so much water going up your nose all day that you could start your own water park. And that's not just a cynical take on it, either. You are more likely to get injured on a water slide than on any other kind of amusement park ride. So, today, we are going to show you 10 most dangerous water slides ever created. Make sure to watch till number 1, because it's one of the most dangerous for the faint-hearted but fun for thrill seekers. Let's begin. Number 10. Insaneo. Brazil's giant water park, Beach Park, is the tallest freestanding body slide in the world. Daring riders freefall from the top, about the height of a 14-story building, to the bottom of the steep drop at speeds of up to 65 miles per hour. Built in 1989, the 135-foot-high ride held the Guinness record for the world's tallest water slide up until 1999, when it was beat out by the 193-foot Kilimanjaro in Rio de Janeiro. Still, Insaneo does justice to its name by being the tallest freestanding body slide and is certainly one of the most radical rides of the planet. It's located in a water park with superlatives of its own. Beach Park is the largest aquatic park in South America and one of the largest in the world. It has all you need to enjoy Brazil's hot sunny days: rides, pools, saunas, ecological walks, artificial rapids, or the beloved Insaneo, the water slide as tall as a 14-story building. Number 9. The Scorpion's Tail. If a water slide and a roller coaster had a baby, it'd look like this. The Noah's Ark Water Park in Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin, is home to the first and only looping water slide in the US, and it's pretty radical. The Scorpion's Tail makes use of door-in-the-floor suspense with a near-vertical drop down through a trapdoor inserted up a 10-story high building. This completely ridiculous creation loops you 8.2 meters high at a 60-degree angle, and you have the added advantage of watching the world turn upside down thanks to the fiberglass see-through pipes. There's no belts, no rafts and no seats, just you plummeting down a 16-meter chute and probably getting the wedgie of a lifetime. The sheer force of the drop will help you build momentum to get around the ascending loop, to the tune of around 48 kilometers per hour. In the rare case that you don't reach the required speed, you will but scoot your way back to the start of the loop where a door is available for your shameful exit from the ride. Number 8. The Black Hole. The Wet n Wild water park in Orlando is no more, and that means its most notorious water slide has gone the way of things that go into black holes. Many of the park's troubles revolved around a ride called the Black Hole, which the Orlando Business Journal described as a twisting ride where guests shoot down a dark tube on a two-person float. The Black Hole injured one man in 1994 so badly that he sought, and won, a $1.73 million judgment against the amusement park in 2000. The man said he was struck by something in the dark, and when he arrived at the bottom of the slide he couldn't move his legs. Doctors had to insert a titanium plate into his neck. That was probably the Black Hole's worst injury, but there were others, too. Tubes sometimes flipped, people fell off, tubes were hit by other tubes, and all this happened mostly in the dark, which must have made it extra super sucky. So goodbye Wet n Wild and Black Hole, we won't really miss you that much. Number 7. The Aqua Loop. If you want gut-wrenching, adrenaline-pumping, gravity-defying action, then the Aqua Loops are for you. You'll enter the trapdoor, waiting anxiously before being released down a giant 40-foot heart-stopping free-fall drop, and up into a full looping slide at insane speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour. The Aqua Loop looks spectacular, and the sliding experience is unique. The flow of water is pleasant, as the slide is moistened with spray. The trapdoor opens and riders drop virtually in freefall. The fast ride leads to a virtually vertical loop, where the surprised rider learns to overcome gravity. The loop runs out in a gentle section and takes the rider back to Earth after their exciting experience. When you arrive at the bottom, take a minute to gather your composure, it was quite a ride. Number 6. Phaser. The Extreme Phaser in Germany has earned its name for a reason. Several riders have suffered injuries due to its design. At 200 feet long it can send people whizzing around its tubes at over 45 miles per hour and contains a free fall section that has injured at least 6 women because of its intense speed. In fact, the slide had to ban female riders due to the effects of the phaser on the female anatomy. The park is currently working on changing the slide to prevent injuries and open up the phaser to women once more. If you're a man who fancies his chances on the original phaser design, you might have to hurry up before it's gone forever. Number 5. The Aqua Sphere. At the Peninsula Aquatic Recreation Centre Park in Frankston, Australia, Aqua Sphere has been linked to an unusually high number of accidents. On one occasion, 2 adults hit their heads inside the slide's tunnel and suffered head injuries. Officials shut the slide down for 10 months, but just days after the reopening there was another accident. This time a woman experienced severe back pain after riding the Aqua Sphere. And on another occasion, a boy fell off the tube inside the ride and was battered around the inside of the ride before he was ejected. According to one witness, the boy lost consciousness for nearly 15 minutes. Here's the worst part: when the facility opened in September 2014, the Aqua Sphere didn't open along with it. That's because the employees who tested the slide suffered minor injuries. Evidently Park thought they had fixed the slide's safety issues, but oops, guess not. The good news is the Aqua slide has since been dismantled and rebuilt. Number 4. The Varrick. It's awful when anyone gets injured or killed while out doing something that's supposed to be fun. But the absolutely horrific way that this child died makes it hard to even ponder, let alone put down in words. The Schlitterbahn water park in Kansas City wanted bragging rights as the world's tallest water slide, so they built a 170-foot-tall monstrosity and named it Varrick, which means crazy in German. Then a 10-year-old boy named Caleb Schwab got on the ride and unfortunately died after his raft caught air and his head struck a pole. Early tests showed rafts carrying sandbags flying off the slide, prompting engineers to tear down half of the ride and reconfigure some angles. Since the youngster's tragic death, multiple people have come forward to share their terrifying close calls on the ride after the waterslide safety straps malfunctioned. Fortunately, Varrick was permanently shut down and dismantled in 2018 after 2 years of looming over the park as a horrible monument to one of the worst tragedies in water park history. Number 3. The Leap of Faith. How about this for crazy? Imagine zooming down a 60-foot-tall slide at 35 miles per hour, to then whiz through an underwater tunnel that goes through a shark-filled lagoon. What we've just described actually exists. This awesome slide is called the Leap of Faith, and thrill seekers can ride it at the water park within the Atlantis Resort, Bahamas. The designers of this water slide with its 60-foot vertical drop wanted to give riders a one-of-a-kind adventure. And boy does Leap of Faith deliver. You descend from the top of a Mayan temple, and are rocketed through a shark-filled lagoon at the end. Don't worry, you're safely enclosed in a plastic tube. Not for the faint of heart, but would you dare to take the leap of faith? Just before we reveal the number 1 on this list, we would like you to take just a few seconds to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. With that out of the way, here's the best we saved for last. Number 2. Summit Plummet. Disney World is well known for its dramatic roller coasters and astonishing attractions, but have you ever checked out any of the water slides there? Disney's centerpiece attraction looks like a crazy ski jump, and it sits all the way up, on top of Mount Gushmore. It is one of the tallest and fastest free-fall body slides in the world. After scaling the mountain, prepare for your plunge by crossing your arms across your chest. Once you push off, you'll drop 12 stories at a remarkable speed. This slide starts with an open top, so you can see everything for miles as you start to fall, but then you hurtle through a darkened tunnel, not knowing how much more you have left to go. After splashing down though a massive spray of water, you'll be able to see your top speed posted on a digital clock at the bottom. This slide is only for the most adventurous riders. Think you're brave enough to plummet down the summit? Number 1. The Cannonball Loop. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the world's most infamous water slide. So infamous that riders had to be hosed down to improve their chances of actually making it to the end. So infamous that even Action Park's most daring adventurers didn't want anything to do with it. So infamous that it closed down after a single season. The Cannonball Loop was opened in the summer of 1985, but it only lasted for around a month before it was shut down by the New Jersey Carnival Amusement Ride Safety Board because all those other crazy Action Park rides were okay, but this one evidently crossed a line. So who were the few people insane enough to ride the thing? Mostly Action Park employees, who were given $100 in exchange for maybe never seeing their families again. In Action Park's defense, though, they did send dummies down the thing first. Never mind that some of them came out missing crucial body parts. So out of the above water slides, which one have you been on? How was the experience for you? Let us know in the comment section below. That's our video for today, folks. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't and check out this playlist to your right for more top 10 videos. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.